This video is to demonstrate removal of the shift cable from the Shimano Nexus or Alfine 8-speed hub, something you would need to do if fixing a flat or removing the wheel from the frame for whatever reason. Start by shifting the bike into the lowest gear, all cable tension released, 1. In the field, you will usually be flipping the bike upside down for easy access, and this more clearly illustrates where those parts are. Exercise caution to not tear up the shifter when setting that on the ground. Using a typical bike multi-tool with metric hex keys, the 2mm hex key, or a standard 14-gauge spoke or other similar rod of 2mm diameter, inserts into the black plastic cable carrier just below, remember the bike is upside down, just below the cable anchor. With that key in place, you can rotate the shift carrier, pulling the cable loose, pulling the bolt past the keyway, let the cable carrier loose. At this point, the cable and housing can pull loose from the cable and housing stop and be separated entirely from the rest of the bike. At this point, removal of the rear wheel is same as you would use for any nutted rear wheel. Open up the brakes to allow clearance of the tire past the brakes. Loosen the lock nuts, standard counterclockwise. And the wheel lifts out from the bike. Don't remove the lock nuts entirely. If you do and you're catching up afterwards, the blue painted anti-spin washer with a little tooth goes on the side with the chain, so the right side of the bike. The green painted goes on the side without the chain, or the left side of the bike. This is upside down, so the right side of the bike is over here on our left. Reinserting the wheel into the frame, the little tooth on the anti-spin washer is going to be towards the bottom of the bike. Position the axle into the dropouts with that anti-spin washer in between the dropouts. Keeps it from spinning back and forth. Do the same both sides. Make sure the wheel is seated fully into the dropouts. Tighten the axle nuts back up. Remember to re-engage the brakes before you go riding off. Always nice to be able to stop the bike. To re-engage, I'm reminded of the chain. Also nice to be able to make the bike go. So, chain engaged on the cog, anti-spin washers in place, axle fully seated in the dropouts, lock nuts secure and tight, brake re-engaged, chain up onto the chain ring. At this point, exercise caution to not get your fingers caught in here. Might take, hang that on the inside. chain back engaged with the wheel. The housing end passes through the slot in the housing stop and pulls snug. The carrier 2mm wrench is pulled towards the front of the bike. The nut sits into the little stop in the carrier and then sits flat. It's alright. Nut to the outside, a little shiny oblong piece to the inside. The cable weaves nicely along the cable bed inside of the little yellow mark below our attachment point. Bike goes right side up. Confirm that the cable is in the correct position by shifting into 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. When in 4, the 2 yellow marks should be lined up. So 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, and 4. The yellow marks being the ones seen in this window. Thank you and safe travels.